We will be learning everything you need to know about how to get a 100x or 1000x trading meme coin. With 99% of traders losing money in this market, my goal is to try to limit those risks by using certain techniques and strategies when finding and trading meme coins. I will be going over the tools I use for trading, my filters, wallet tracking, and how to go about researching if the token has potential or if it's a rug. If you are serious about getting into the meme coin trenches, this is the ultimate guide to trading Solana meme coins in 2025. Welcome back, Wagme fam, and Happy New Year's. 2024 has been a crazy adventure for me and my family, and I'm excited for what 2025 has in store. I wanted to start the year off with a bang, so I'll be sharing a lot of gems throughout this video that you do not want to miss. I will also share one token I came across that I believe can get you that 100x, which I've personally added to my long portfolio. Starting off, we will be trading on Solana, so this guide is specific to Solana meme coins. A lot of these techniques, however, can and should be used on other chains as well. In order to get the 100x gains, you will need to find tokens that are much lower in market cap. These aren't tokens you'll see on Robinhood. Tokens such as Doge and Shiba are already high cap memes, limiting their upside potential. We're going deep in the trenches buying low cap tokens super early, similar to buying ICOs back in the days. Of course, the higher the reward, the higher the risk. In order to trade these low cap tokens, we'll be using a platform called BullX. BullX is my current platform of choice, but you do not need to use BullX to trade these tokens. If you do not wish to use BullX, you can use Photon or Phantom, but in this video, I will be using BullX. I will also include a link in the description for early access to BullX. This allows you to skip the waitlist. Now that we're all set up, it is important to understand how to find these tokens and what tokens we should be looking at. Since we're trading on Solana, the first thing we want to do is deselect the chains we do not wish to trade on within BullX. We'll be hiding everything except Solana. Sorry guys. We want to focus on the pump or Neo Vision section in order to discover new tokens currently getting launched. As you see, there are 3 columns on this page: new creations, about to graduate, and graduated. The new creation section is everything getting launched on either Pump Fund or Moonshot every second. The center column will be tokens that are about to graduate. This means these tokens are close to completing the bonding curve. And when that bonding curve is complete, these tokens migrate to Radiant. The tokens that have completed the migration will appear on the right column, graduated. Now, the reason why 99% of you will lose money is because you will buy a random token blindly here, which will go straight to zero. We don't want that to happen. Our goal is to limit our chances of losing money. Unless you're a more advanced veteran, we'll start with the filters I like to set up, removing a lot of tokens that just aren't worth looking into. These filters will clear all the clutter and noise we currently see popping up. And yes, you may miss some tokens, but we're trying to limit our losses, which will make you profitable in the long run. The settings I use are not rug proof, but we'll go over how to check these tokens in a later section to help prevent getting rugged. Our goal currently is to filter the tokens to just the ones we may want to check out. It is okay and normal if nothing appears on the filters. We don't want to see all that. Unless you do. Quickly going through the filters, we'll start with the new creations. Most people like to see everything, but we only care about the ones we may want to enter. We want to set the dev holding to a max of 25%. The holder count has a minimum of 75 and a 55k minimum for volume, 45k minimum market cap, and token age a max of 20 minutes. This filter is designed to potentially catch cabal plays and tokens likely to migrate. Likely means it doesn't always happen all the time. Next up is the about to graduate. Here the dev percent is a max of 15% with a minimum of 100 holders and a 5-minute volume of 11k with a minimum market cap of at least 25k. Our graduated filter is pretty simple. We have a minimum market cap of 10k just to filter out the dead or rug tokens. This filter is simply to get an idea of current meta plays, and it's not used to enter a trade. If you're looking for potential plays in the graduated tab, I like to use these filters. Dev with a max of 5%, the 5-minute volume with a minimum of 100k and a volume of 500k and a market cap minimum of 50k. We're looking for retracement entries with these filters. Now the next area is the Explore tab. I'm strictly checking the 5-minute trending on this page. The filters I have are checking mint auth and freeze auth. Volume will need to be 11k minimum and market cap below 10 mil. And if there are no tokens passing through your filters that are worthy of an entry, please don't force an entry. Another great tool for helping you find potential gems is a tool called Asset Dash. You can either visit assetdash.com or download the app to get started. From the website, you'll visit the swap plus whale watch. From here, I like to adjust the filters to just buys only. This just makes it easier to spot if a bunch of whales are aping into a specific token and if it is a token we may want to check out. Essentially, this app is just wallet tracking whales for you. Now, wallet tracking is one of the most effective ways to discover a token, but you can imagine what happens when everyone begins to track the same wallets. Wallet tracking is not the same as copy trading. I would actually highly suggest against copy trading because you will lose lose 99% of the time. But I would highly suggest wallet tracking because it is extremely important and effective if you can find good, solid wallets. There are a few sites that will help you discover popular cold wallets such as hawktracker.ai and coldscan.io. These sites provide you details of what some influencers are buying, but you can also copy their wallets and track them yourself. My favorite and what I think is the most effective way to track a wallet is by adding the wallet on Bullets Neo. That's because Neo allows you to set alerts anytime one of the wallet makes a buy or a sell. This is also awesome because you can view their buys and sells directly on the charts real time. As you begin to monitor multiple wallets, you can start setting icons for each wallet to kind of distinguish them on the live charts. And following influencer wallets isn't the best way to win trades. You will need to be able to discover your own wallets. But Neo actually makes this really easy, and if you don't have Neo, you can use Dex Screener as well. What you want to do is find a token that has already pumped and made a lot of people money. On these tokens, you can view the top traders and research their wallets. You'd want to make sure the wallet has made purchases and didn't just have the tokens transferred to them. View the purchase history to see if their buys and sells are real, and you can further research their wallets by checking it on a site such as gmgn.ai. You do not want wallets with too high a win rate because this value can be manipulated. Having losses that are never sold does not hurt their win rate, and selling on CopyTrader just means your entry is the reason they're always winning, but you're not. Once we have these tools set up to discover tokens, we need to understand how to research the tokens that pop up on the filters or from a wallet you're tracking. Again, we're in the game to not lose money. Buying blind and try to get the lowest entry or clearing filters so you have more results just increases your odds of losing money. When it comes to researching, the most important thing you can do is understand what's trending and the current meta. Now, the longer you're in the trenches, the more you understand what can run or find beta plays. Taking notes of the type of tokens that are graduating or token whales are currently aping into help give you a general idea of meta plays or what's trending. Are people buying AI tokens, or are they animals, dogs, cats, maybe justice tokens? You can also use Twitter to discover what's trending, news, or Elon's latest tweet to help you catch a token early. The best tool for Twitter is actually Twitter Pro. This used to be a free feature called TweetDeck, but it's now only available for premium users at pro.x.com, and I think it's worth it. Pro gives you live updates instantly on tweets. You can set up columns and organize it for certain accounts like Elon or keywords if you're anticipating a certain launch. Now, once you decide this token has potential, you can begin to check the following. How much does the top 10% hold? What percent does the dev own? What percent was sniped or is in insider wallets? Typically, if a dev has over 5%, I just ignore it. And yes, I know I set the filters higher. Now, if the top 10 or insider percentage is extremely high, you may want to wait for this percentage to kind of sell off and see if there is a solid floor forming. The same applies to bundles. You can check the amount bundled that is still held from a site such as trench.bot, or you can use their Telegram bot. The reason why a large percentage owned by so few people is dangerous is because they can coordinate a sell-off or sell all their tokens from their bundle, tanking the price and leaving you with a zero. You want to ensure you're willing to risk that percentage amount getting dumped on you. A few other things to check are the socials. Are they posting? How old is the account? Who follows it? And is it a reused Twitter account? Straight away, recycled Twitter accounts are a red flag and should always be avoided. Do a quick search to see if this token has been created before. If there are multiples on a breaking news, see if this is the OG ticker, as these typically win the PvP. You can also copy contract addresses and search Twitter to see who is posting about the token or if the ticker is trending. With some tokens being so early in age, you likely won't find many posts yet, but older tokens or tokens from tracked wallets may have posts from a large influencer. Now, after these initial checks, if you find a token that looks good, you'll want to find an entry. Low counts with high volume are what our filters are designed for, so we will be trading the 1-second charts for an entry. A few indicators I like to add are the Bollinger Bands and RSI. Now, these indicators are typically only useful for higher caps with high volume, but the same logic will make you at least feel better with your entries. For older higher cap tokens, we would trade higher time frames and use the 1 or 5 minute candles for entries. Now, you'll also want to understand psychological zones, which will help you find entries and exits as well. These are even numbers and common benchmarks such as 100k, 250k, 500k, 1 mil, or 100 mil. Just take notes of how the candles handle these price levels. If a token continues to reject and dip at 100k, then it's likely not a good token to enter. If a price exceeds 100k's and dips back down to the 100k mark, see if you get a nice rebound. You can also use indicators like RSI to see if the token is oversold on the dips. If so, buy the red. If you're interested in a full detailed video on indicators, let me know in the comments. Now, we're trading high volume tokens, so you don't want to hold or get married to any bags. These tokens are very volatile. You're going to become an infamous cheater, but that's okay because you don't want to get stuck holding the bags and memes, so you want to exit your positions pretty fast. If you have a 100k entry, do not be afraid to take the initials out at 200k and just hold a moon bag. And as the price trends up towards your next target, you can slowly sell a percentage such as 10% at a time to lower your risk and ensure you're not losing money if the charts tank. The edit filter option we had for the graduated tab is great for finding potential reversals. If the holder count is increasing, the token has a community pushing, and the volume is high, you can potentially find a bottom entry. By taking the low point of the pump and the high point of the pump, then using the fib retracement tool, you can find these reversal zones. Look for strong support around the 60 and 80% retracements for entries. Now, I don't recommend this as a beginner, but this technique is available if you're using the volume filters on the graduated tab. This was a lot of information that I hope you found really helpful. As promised, I will share one conviction play that I do have this cycle. The distribution on this token is great. The CTO team is solid. The narrative is probably the best in crypto. And the dog is a Shiba Inu, which is the official meme coin dog. His new TikTok account is growing quickly and his socials are about to go viral. The ticker is SAN. Then we have 3% locked for Kentaro by the CTO team. Kentaro is also getting onboarded to the project and has made it known he wishes to donate the supply locked for him. His videos are just wholesome and a Shiba will grow before our eyes with daily vlogs. Now, I'm sure I left things out, but this is a crazy narrative for 2025. If you're interested, I'll drop the token info in the description below as well. As with any token, please do your own research as none of this is financial advice. But let me know if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful. 2025, we all gonna make it.